What up, gamers? It is Mase from Team Headkick. Today is Monday. You know what that means. Team Headkick answers your questions. You got questions for me, I got answers. Remember, every week, go ahead and put them down in the comment section below. Thumbs up the questions you want me to answer. I will always answer top comments. And I'm going to start this week off with a quick update. Our Assassin's Creed wrap, the Revelations wrap, went up on Machinima yesterday. So you're going to see a little click out somewhere here in the sky. Go ahead and check it out. Go ahead and click on that click out now if you haven't seen the video. Finished the video a while ago and finally got it up. So it looks good. It's doing well. Got about 40,000 views yesterday. And I need you guys' help to spread it. That's how we do it. So make sure you favorite it, thumbs it up, pass it on, spread it like herpes. No, not like herpes, but you know what I'm talking about. All right. The next order of business is Mass Effect 3 Metal Wrap has been mixed. It is in our SoundCloud player right now. If you guys ever want to hear our stuff, long before it comes out, long before we make a video for it, I always upload everything to SoundCloud. So go to soundcloud.com/teamheadkick. You can listen to all of our stuff. The Mass Effect 3 Metal Wrap, I'm very proud of. It's heavy. It almost sounds like corn. It came out really, really good. So I'm happy with it. I hope you guys like it. It's on its way to iTunes. Let's get right into the questions, and I'm going to try to jam today. All right, Spartan V48 asks, if I had a universal remote like the one in the movie Click, what would I do with it? Whew, I don't know. Would I use it for good or for evil? I like to think I would be a pretty legendary bad guy. And if I had that kind of power, I could jump around and freeze time and pinch girls' butts and rob banks. No, but the truth is I got a good heart. You know what I mean? So I'd probably most likely use that kind of power for good. And I would save humanity and help humanity. You know, if guys falling in the street, I'd pause and I'd run over and save them so they don't get hit by a bus. You know, I guess at the end of the day, I'm a good guy. As much as I want to be a bad guy because I think bad guys are cooler, I'm still a good guy. Nah. All right, moving on. He asked the second question, who's my favorite rapper besides myself? I'm not my favorite rapper. Probably Eminem. I mean, it just makes sense. He's on the level of what I appreciate and like. I like his content. I like his skill very much. He's very catchy. He's very catchy, and he's very good at riling you up. It's good workout music, angry music, emotional music. But I like a lot of rappers. I'm friends with a lot of rappers. In fact, famous rappers. Too Short used to come in my bar all the time. And we would hang out and talk. And I even showed him Team Headkick stuff. So, you know, that's pretty legit to be able to show him that. Dre, Snoop, you know, I like 50 Cent. I mean, there's a lot of rappers out there I like. Twista I like a lot because his flows is crazy. You know, and I like artistic rap. I like rappers that aren't just straight ahead gangster rap, but that they also got, you know, something like Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes is awesome. He brings a whole level, or Missy Elliott. They bring a whole level to rap that's not always there, you know, so that would be that. Sanayoshi Sawada asks, what would I do if I won the $350 million lottery? And those were a bunch of thumbs ups. Well, guys, it got up to $640 million. I did not win. 3 people did win throughout different states. I think Maryland and Chicago and somewhere else. Man, I would keep doing what I'm doing, but on a whole nother level, you know. I would just live life just like I'm doing and enjoy life and go out and see fun things and do fun things. I would like to help people that need help. And I would have ridiculous toys, guys. It'd be ridiculous, the kind of shit I would own. You know, I'd have 7 different Lamborghinis, all different colors for each day of the week. You know, stuff like that. Yeah, never wash my underwear, just buy new ones. You know, who knows? You could be eccentric and crazy as much as you want. I could develop my own video games. I could make my own, you know, game station. Who knows? So I'm going to move on. 157TYTY says, if you could hang out with any United States president, which one would it be? And which one would you take to survive for a week in the jungle? It's got 13 thumbs up, so you guys wanted me to answer this one. I don't know. U.S. president, probably a little more old school. Somebody like Harry Truman, who was responsible for dropping nuclear bombs on Japan, or JFK. You know, there's a really crazy turning point in history. JFK was banging Marilyn Monroe at one point. You know, that's pretty legit. I think those would be the craziest presidents to hang out with, or the original founding fathers. Washington would be crazy. I mean, George Washington, that'd be insane. Or Abraham Lincoln. Just to listen to their wisdom, you know, back in the day would be nuts, and maybe share some of my wisdom with them. I'm not really down with any of the modern presidents. I have to be honest. Anything, you know, I don't know. I would be afraid to hang out with Bill Clinton because I think he would try to get me to blow him and then lie about it. And George Bush, I could never hang out with because he's a fucking idiot. Honestly, he's just an idiot. I can't even watch interviews with him, and I can't believe he was president for 2 terms in this country. He's an idiot. His dad, I'm just not really a fan of any modern day presidents. Barack Obama's the kind of president that I'd like to hang out with and drink a beer or, maybe Xbox with. He's like the modern day president. I like that. That's cool. But I don't really look at him as like, oh, a president, a great global leader. I don't. He kind of seems like a dude that's smart, that texts and sits on his computer. You know what I mean? It's weird. I don't know. I guess it's the time we live in. So to answer that question in a big roundabout way, talking a lot of shit, probably JFK or Truman. I think those are the 2 presidents that I would want to hang out with the most and talk to. Because I would love to get in the head of the guy who dropped nuclear bombs on innocent civilians. That blows me away. And I know we had to do it. I'm a big history buff. It's just crazy that we did do it and that he made that call. Nuts. All right. Chief Zog asked, what of my raps was my favorite to do? Guys, I like rapping. I like making music. I like all of them. I think my favorite, where I just start knocking my head and getting going, the Nazi Zombies rap was definitely. The Halo Reach Uber rap, definitely. Gangster, the Mafia rap, the Bioshock 2 rap. This is Bioshock. That was one of my favorite. It's just basic, straight ahead, fast flow rap, and it was just fun. When I record it, I have a good time. I knock my head and have a good time. So I like pretty much all of them, and I like recording all of them. Some of them are challenging. You guys know that some of my flows are lightning fast, and I get all and when I do that, sometimes it takes me 20 takes to record it and to get it right, but hey, it's fun. Insane Metalhead asks, Judas Priest or Pink Floyd? The answer is both. Equally, I like them both. I used to put on headphones and drum along to both of them. Pink Floyd obviously is much easier to play along to, much more ethereal music, much more think music, very talented musicians. Judas Priest, also very talented musicians, a lot more fun to play with, because I tell you what, you put the headphones on and play, Painkiller, woo, that's crazy. I have had a lot of fun with Rock Band playing Judas Priest. Judas Priest is one of my favorites to just rock along on Rock Band with, yeah, so I hope that answers your question, both. Gamer22887 asks, how tall am I? I'm pretty short, guys. I'm average height. I'm 5'8". Moving on. I wish I was 6'5". I'm not. 5'8". Feared Demon, he's asked me a few times. This is cool. Now, let me address this. I like seeing that you guys are coming back and asking me more questions. That means that you are interacting with me, we're interacting with each other, and this Q&A is working. So bring it on. Remember, if you got questions, put them in the comment section below. Thumbs up the ones you want me to answer. I'll always answer top comments. Cool. All right, so Feared Demon, who's been around for a few weeks now, he asks, hey, Mase, who do you like best, James Hetfield, Bruce Dickinson, or Ozzy? I like all of them for different reasons, but if I had to pick one, it would be Ozzy. And that's just because he's a legend. He's been around forever. He's more legendary than these other 2 guys. Bruce Dickinson, beast. James Hetfield, beast. Part of the thing I don't like about James Hetfield, though, and it's not so much his fault, but it's just as what Metallica stood for, is Metallica was edgy, hardcore, fuck the system, anti-rule musicians, and then they got so butt sore and so over the internet that it just changed that image forever. It ruined it for me. I love their old music. I will always recognize that they had amazing talent and skill. They were hugely influential to what it is that I do. Part of the reason I even do music is because of Metallica. So I've got to give them credit for that. But they became whiny bitch pussies. Whiny bitch pussies. They did. And when that happens and you come from a heavy metal band and one of the best heavy metal bands, if not the best, arguably, it changes everything. It changes everything. You cannot be anti-system and blah, 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 and then be a pussy and be like, no, I want my extra royalties from Napster, and no, I'm going to sue people. And, they took legal action against a bunch of little kids, which is just, it's horseshit. It's stupid. And I know they were really scared of how the internet was going to work, but look, guys, we all survived. The internet worked. You know what I mean? It's still working. Here we are. Metallica is still making money. They could have done it without being bitches. So, Yeah, again, a long-winded response, right? But my answer, Ozzy. Ozzy's still just a cool dude, man. I'd love to hang out with Ozzy. The Unlockable One says, why do you sound like a young black guy when you rap? I totally thought you were a black guy when one day I saw you in one of your videos. If you read this on your next Q&A, can you rap 2 lines from one of your raps? Nice. Okay, so you want me to rap 2 lines because you think that I'm not who I say I am. Great. Guys, I don't know why people think that I'm a black guy. Most don't. I don't know if this does happen, though. I've had a couple of guys that came and check out my channel, and they're rappers themselves, and they've been like, dude, that shit is the sickest shit I've ever heard, son. Like, just blowing up comments, and then they realize I'm a white guy, and it changes everything. Then they're like, oh, wait, what? You know what I mean? That cracks me up. I'm not a ghetto motherfucker. I'm not a gangster motherfucker. I'm not into that. I'm not. I'm an educated guy. You know what I mean? I do rap because I like the flow and the music style of rap. And I like some gangster rap a lot. It doesn't mean I'm a gangster. I like it musically. I like it for what it stands for. You know, I'm not a poser on YouTube. And a lot of these guys that are hitting me up are posers. They're hardcore rappers. Yeah, I'm from the streets, son. Yeah, I'm going to fuck you up, G. Stuff like that. Guys, that's not me. Come on. You know what I mean? It's laughable to me. I don't have that struggle. And I grew up very poor. It's not, you know, it's not that I came from money. I didn't. I was a street kid for sure and had no money and know what that's like. But I educated myself and don't walk around sounding like a idiot or an ignorant person. So I don't know. I honestly don't know how to answer that question, because I think vocally, I don't know what a black guy sounds like. I mean, that's, you know, you can say Eminem sounds like a black guy. You can say black guys sound like white guys. I guess it's never judge a book by its cover, you know? Never judge what this exterior looks like with what can come out of it. That's it. I really don't know what to say to that. You know, there's a misconception with music that makes me crazy. And this is part of my struggle in life that I want to break down, is that why do we look at something and assume that that's what it's going to be? Why do we assume that a rapper has got to be a black guy? Why? Why do we assume that a heavy metal guy has to be a white guy with the beard and long hair? And you know what I mean? Why? Music's music. That's it. Music's music. It doesn't matter your creed, your race, your religion, your sexual preference. It doesn't matter what you're into. You know, what you create has very little to do with what you look like. So, all right, moving on. Sorry, I'm long-winded today, guys. It's just that's a touchy subject for me. Sethy18 asks, will you ever do a Dead Island song? I would be very excited for that. By the way, you are the man. Well, thank you. I might. I've started working on something for it. I hadn't played it until very recently. So I've got a lot in my queue. I'm working on about 20 videos right now. Once I get partially through those, then yeah, I can address making that. I'm not in a big hurry to make it, though. I'm not. So it could be a while. But yeah, I'll probably do something for it. Killatubby asks, hey, thanks for answering my Halo 4 question a while back. My new question is, do you think games are getting to wrap up and becoming more realistic? I think they should go back to be a bit more unrealistic again. After all, games are meant to be fun. Great question, man. You guys are bombarding me with awesome questions. That's a great one, and let me answer it the best way that I can. I think both. I think we need uber realistic games that we can live our fantasies out in. Let me give you an example. Grand Theft Auto. It was very cartoony to start. It was overhead and, you know, kind of shitty compared to what it is today. The technology has caught up, and it's becoming more immersive for us as gamers. I like a realistic experience. I do. LA Noire is a realistic kind of experience. You know, there's a lot of these that are supposed to be more realistic. But then let's just take the 2 most popular FPS shooters. Let's take Halo and Call of Duty, okay? You've got, and that's not to say anything negative about Battlefield. Battlefield and Call of Duty are very similar. So let's use Halo and Call of Duty. People say that Call of Duty is realistic. It's not realistic. It's much more realistic than Halo, but never in real combat will a guy take a tomahawk and just randomly chuck it up into the sky and happen to kill a sniper a half a mile away. You know, it's just, yeah, we know it's a video game, right? But Halo has a whole space theme. It's totally different. You know, it's aliens, it's out in space, it's different vehicles, different weapons, different gameplay, much more, I guess, unrealistic. I'm more into Halo. I like the more unrealistic that way because I prefer the storyline. You know, I prefer the space. If I want to watch combat, I can turn on Channel 4 News. We're still in Iraq shooting dudes in the head. You know what I mean? It's not to say I don't play Modern Warfare. I do. I like it. But I guess it's just different for everybody. I think that we should have the choice, meaning I hope that these game developers and companies continue to make increasingly more realistic and increasingly less realistic games. And that way we get to decide as the gamers. You know, if you want a realistic experience, you have the choice. And if you want cartoon madness, Castle Crashers, some, you know, South Park, something that's not realistic at all because it's fun, then you have that opportunity too. All right, moving on. Thar OOA asks, hey man, thanks for answering my question last week. My question this week, because you're such a Lord of the Rings fan, any chance of a War in the North song? Yes, there is a chance. I haven't played it yet, and I know being a Lord of the Rings fan like I am, I'm a fanboy, I should have played it by now. I haven't. I was working on a Lord of the Rings song a while ago, back when the movies were coming out, so a long time ago, and I just never finished it, never got around to it. I tell you what, I'll do you the favor of picking up that game in the next week or two, giving it a look and seeing if it's worthy. And if it is, then yeah, I'll do something for it. Moving up, moving up, moving up. What else do we got? Mr. Stelio00. My dogs are barking their face off because my girlfriend just came home. So I'm going to cut this video right now, and I'll be back in a second. Peace. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about the interruption that happens from time to time. I'm going to cut this Q&A short today because I've got some editing to do and some other stuff. So remember, I do this every week, every Monday. If you've got questions for me, I've got answers. Go ahead and put them in the comments section below. Thumbs up the ones that you want. Make sure to stop by and check out my channel. Look at our playlist because I'm doing a lot of stuff. There's commentaries, let's plays, reviews. I'm reviewing products. Of course, all of our music video stuff. I'm working on some comedy too. So make sure to check us out. Make sure to spread us around. Let everybody know what we're doing. We're just going to keep growing with you guys' help. So thanks a lot. Until next week, peace. It's Mase from Team Headkick. Later.